Brooklyn Nets, failed to come with a contract extension for Cam Thomas. So now, it's suspected that he could get traded. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, notifications. Check out the Triple Talk playlist. Well, that's one of the things the Pistons missing. Outside of better interior play, they missing somebody that can get buckets off the bench. And right now, it don't seem like none of the coaching regimes that's been here under when Marcus Sachs would trust him to come in and be that guy. To me, he got that ability, but he got that ability in my opinion, but nobody trusted him with that ability except when his injuries, and he did have a horrible summer league. So, but I think he could be the guy that can be a firecracker off the bench if he get an opportunity. But got to pay Cam Thomas too. So possibly got Jaden Ivey coming up. So really, are you prepared to basically say possibly moving on from Ivy, or are you prepared to say I'm gonna pay Ivy and pay Cam Thomas to come off the bench? To be a probably gonna want the max to really be that true scorer off the bench. Or do you prioritize, seeing what you got, saving your resources, and then trying to go up and, try to go out there and find a superstar to go with Cade Cunningham, So that's the number one thing about it. So do you try to find that star to go with Cade Cunningham, wait? Or do you go get a Cam Thomas, come off the bench and give you some buckets and see what he can do? And possibly, maybe starting the backcourt with Cade Cunningham one day. So, me personally, come that trade deadline, it's probably going to be some bargains out there. It's going to be a lot of guys available. Once you start speaking about Brandon Ingram, his price probably going to be cheap as hell. They might be done with Zion. They might be done with Zion. I mean, Joel Embiid could be getting moved. Who knows? Paul George could be on the move. The Clippers might just say bump it. They might say bump it and move, James Harden. So it might be a lot of just different pieces on the move. Might be a bunch of different pieces on the move. So, me personally, I think the bigger need is somebody in the middle of that defense that's going to take pride and, lock that paint down. That's what they missing. That's what they missing. So that could be, self-fixed on the team. That could be, Durant only just turned 21 the other day. Maybe he'll figure it out. Or you go out there and try to find someone. But I think that's the priority. Other than that, it seems like everything pretty much, fixing itself. I know people complain about Tobias Harris, and my thing is, man, it's a lot of racing on this thing, freeway, bro. Y'all driving like pussies, man. Damn, how you drive with two hands on the wheel and still don't know how to drive? It's like the further you go out, the worse the drivers are. Maybe because niggas in Detroit don't have insurance and license, so they gotta drive. Maybe that's what it is. But that's the only thing I would really see as an issue for the Lions, man. I mean, for the Pistons. Right now, we're just locking down that paint, and then with Tobias, it's the first month of the season. He a vet. Let him shake the rust off. Pretty sure he's gonna go through his stretches. He's a real streaky guy, but one thing he providing is good defense at that position. That's one thing we was missing. Isaiah Stewart was he wasn't athletic enough to stick with the modern power forwards of the day. So you got to get him pay credit where credit is due. Tobias Harris has done a great job at defending those forwards. When I hear people say, they should start Simone, that's like he's a defensive liability at that position. So why would you start him? Everybody's just looking at the shots that Tobias is, missing right now. But look at the fact that what he's doing on the defensive end, them being 7th in defensive efficiency, whatever, got a lot to do with him. He's going to defend. So everybody just look at offense. Look at the defense side of the game. But, you know, Cam Thomas, you know, he get buckets, he's explosive. I see him more as a Lou Will type of guy. You know, with him, you know, could he lead your backcourt? I mean, he won't be a point guard. Even in today's, you know, he won't be a point guard, but, you know, yeah, he won't be a point guard. But, you know, he can get buckets, so, you know, I don't know. He ain't Shea Gilgeous Alexander, you know, he's just a real bucket getter. That's why I really see him being Lou Williams, Vinnie Johnson, you know, maybe Ginobili type of guy. That's hard for a guy to accept at his young age. Like, damn, you know, my future is a six man. You know, when I see guys like Derek White starting in the league, and, you know, but you got to understand, you know, he best used with the ball in his hand. So most of these guys today on these teams, you know, they got about 3-4 guys in the line, you know, 2-3 guys in the lineup that love to have the ball in their hand. So that's one of the reasons why Deion Waiters and Kyrie didn't work. Neither one of them can play without the basketball. Neither one of them made nobody better. They just looked to get their own buckets. You know, Tyreek Hill. Not Tyreek Hill, but Tyreek Evans. You know, hella five high school basketball player. Good at, and I think it was in Memphis with John Calipari. I don't think it was Kentucky at Memphis. Hell of a basketball player. Got to the league. Why didn't he really, you know, he got into some trouble. Why didn't he really bubble the way he was supposed to bubble? He never learned to play without the basketball. The score mentality, but don't make anybody better. And he just loved to have the basketball in his hand. So, yeah. So we start adding it up from that perspective, you know, it's just like, you know, some of these dudes better off coming off the bench until they develop their game for them. But Cam Johnson, no, I'm good on him. I like him a lot, but no, thank you. Not about to spend capital and then spend cash, spend a bunch of, give him money. You know, I think he want to go somewhere and start. And that's my humble opinion, but phenomenal scorer. I mean, he's perfect. He's perfect for a team coming off the bench and getting buckets. Perfect. But it's my opinion on it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe button, hit the bell icon button. Get all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJD313, Venmo, CJD313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree, find on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. You know, just got to check this to our playlist. Peace.